Good evening. Just curious, how many of you here are actually aged 26 or younger? I repeat the question. How many of you here are actually aged 26 or younger? Come on, you don't look so old. Quite a lot of you. Alright, how many of you here are engineers? Out of personal curiosity. How many of you here are engineers or working in the mechanical field? Quite a few as well. How many of you here are competitors? Good. Right, just about 3 days ago, I was doing my usual catching up with my clients through SMS. And I happened to SMS this 26-year-old lady client of mine. The last time that we had talked over the phone was about 2 months ago. And she was telling me about her intention to quit the job and took up a PhD somewhere in the UK. She was also telling me that her family was doing real fine, and so that's where we ended our conversation. And about 3 days ago, I received her SMS reply and I was shocked. Her message read something like this: "Hi, my mother just passed away and cremated today. I'll be busy with post-funeral arrangement and call you again." Well, this is not something that I would expect of an ordinary or normal SMS reply. I had met her mother only once, and that was about 2 years ago when I visited her house to help her daughter, which is my client, plan for her insurance needs. I remember very clearly that she had asked me how much it would take for her to take up the same insurance, whole life insurance, like her daughter's. However, due to her age, it was quite high, the premium was quite high, and she didn't take it up. So I figured that, probably she had passed away without any kind of insurance coverage. So having received that SMS that night, I kept asking myself a few questions. The first question that I asked myself was, what would happen, if I would have tried harder 2 years ago to convince her to take up a policy? Then there again, so what if she has taken out a policy? Would that really solve some of, would that really relieve some of the sufferings that her family is going through right now? But I know deep down, that if she had known that her final love letter to her family members were to be able to come in the form of an insurance paycheck to her family, I thought she would appreciate me a little bit more. Simply because she has only spent 26 years with her elder daughter and 17 years with a younger son. Well, some of these thoughts probably will not come across my mind if I were to remain an engineer throughout my life. I was working as an engineer for 5 years before I quit the job 3 years ago and came over to this insurance industry. I was pretty much working for an American company based in Dallas, Texas. Pretty much they are Asian guy traveling around in Asia, dealing with sales reps across the Asia Pacific region. Pretty okay job, earning about $6,000 per month. Living on company expenses, going overseas for trips, 3 trips, and getting to work in different parts of the world. So that was quite cool. However, when I decided to quit, a lot of people around me were telling me stuff like, "Are you crazy? You're going to join the insurance industry? You think insurance is so easy?" Give me feedback like, "Why waste your education? Okay, go and get a real job." So I questioned, what do you mean a real job? Okay, how many of you here actually remember the SARS period? Okay, I believe everybody was there, right? SARS period. Okay, how many of you remember September 11? Okay, the retrenchment, the escalating unemployment rates 3 or 4 years back. Okay, now, I have personally witnessed directors of companies being retrenched in their 40s. And let me tell you, that is not a fun thing. Okay, so I can picture myself in that situation, and I decided to take full control and responsibility of my destiny by joining Great Eastern. I felt that if within 10 years, if I put in enough efforts, I should be able to achieve something. In the event that I fail, I probably have no regrets because it's my own decision anyway. So in Great Eastern, I'm fortunate to be able to join an excellent group manager, Mr. Teo Kok Chuan. His insightful thoughts on various issues have actually definitely broadened my views beyond my imagination. Now, besides being part of a veteran agency, I'm also glad to be part of Great Eastern ALPS program. ALPS stands for Accelerated Learning Path Scheme. By incorporating special training programs, ALPS is specifically tailored to help life planners achieve the MDRT, $1 Million Roundtable, in an accelerated time frame. True enough, it works for me and a lot of other life planners as well. Now, what impressed me most in Great Eastern is how well the staff of Great Eastern works directly with the agents. Trust me, if Great Eastern feels that you have the capabilities to contribute to the company and the agency field force, you definitely create the kind of excellent learning environment for you to share and learn together with the other life planners. So that was how I ended up as an associate trainer, even though I was 1 year with the company back then. Okay. Now, I believe the person who brought you here tonight probably has shared with you some exciting, great opportunities in life insurance and financial planning. Now, I would also like to share with you some other opportunities in our business. Essentially, we are in the risk management business. The risk management business. Now, how many of you feel that you are living in a world that's becoming more and more dangerous each day? All right. Now, you never know when somebody is going to blow up the MRT you're traveling in, right? You never know when the bird flu pandemic is going to strike. And you never know when somebody is going to visit you one day and start pumping 6 bullets in the body, right? Now, running a company has its own risks as well. In today's business environment, no business relationship is free of risk, including your dealings with employees, shareholders, customers, suppliers, competitors, government regulators, and creditors. Litigations or crimes by any of them could have a negative financial impact on your company's bottom line. Never before in history are directors of companies facing huge potential liabilities in their course of duties. Now, the tons and tons of cargo that pass by through our ports every day are also subjected to great amount of risk, and no businessman in his right frame of mind would want to bear that risk himself. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no other tool more effective than insurance to hedge against all this risk. And Great Eastern is able to provide me with consolidated resources for this business opportunities and all under one roof. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a tragedy if we are forced to do what we are doing every day without any form of motivation. Now, how many of you feel that you are actually underpaid yourself? How many of you, I repeat the question, all right? How many of you feel that you're actually underpaid with the job that you're doing right now? So everybody feels that you're paid well. That's good, okay? How many of you feel that, you feel like going up to your boss one day and pump in 6 bullets into his body? Now, how many of you are doing what you are doing simply because of the pay that you're getting? I see a hand up there, all right? Now, I have been in a corporate world myself, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, you will never find the same degree of motivation and camaraderie anywhere else other than the insurance industry. Now, what I've mentioned today, within a short 10 minutes, are my sincere thoughts. I believe the person who brought you here today would be able to share with you more about this exciting career in insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end with this. A piece of paper, a drop of ink, a promise, an explosion in value when the event happens. Never underestimate the kind of impact that you can bring onto a family. I'm proud to be an insurance agent. Thank you for your attention. Thanks.